Alright. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully we are all having a good day so far. Did a little bit of practice with the gap jump, so I think I've got it down for stream. I can go back and practice it if need be. But I think I should be fine. I was pretty off with gap jump yesterday when I did runs. But I was like on point for S1. I was getting constant 0.3s. The hope is that I will be able to improve my S1, S2, and S3, and then just hold the run together in S4. And that pretty much gets me instant mid 356. And probably world record as well. But probably not by a lot. I gotta warm up. Because all I did was just attempt gap jump, so I'm warmed up on that, but not on the rest of the run. I say that as I get a 355 S1. Apparently that S1 was just fast. I missed a coin, that sucks. And the S1, and the S2 was slower, so that's just unfortunate. If the S2 had been faster and I had still missed a coin, I would have kept that going. I missed a water trick, unfortunately, so I don't think that helped a lot. Oh yeah, and apologies I did not stream yesterday. I wanted to, but my internet decided that yesterday was the perfect time to die. So the most I could do was get in the MKWorld TT servers VC and just screen share in there. That was the best I could manage to muster with my internet yesterday. Yeah, internet seems to be cooperating today, so if I notice it start to have issues, I'll probably have to cut stream. But so far, it's been cooperating. I think I got stuck up against the fence briefly, but I don't think it slowed me down too much. Oh, and in case the title isn't specific enough, it's not saying that if I don't get it to this stream that I'm taking a break. It's just saying, basically what I meant to try and say was that once I get mid 356, I'm taking a break from the track. And I want to try to be able to actually time trial other stuff in this game. Because I think once I have a mid 356, that'll be pretty optimized for current strats. And hopefully, people don't find more strats, because if people find more strats, I have to come back just to learn like one strat and add it into the run. And then I have to get an optimized run using that strat, which is just going to be frustrating. Howdy, Rubik's. I'm not sure yet. I was thinking probably Crown City. Track looks fun. I'll probably also play a bit more Peach Beach, just because the track looks like a pretty casual TT compared to this track, and I kind of want to get a decent time on that track. I think I kept my S1 consistency from last night. Very strong S1 so far. That was just a bad landing. I had to shroom way too early, and that sent me pretty wide. I won't lie, the little bit of time I put into Peach Beach actually kind of helped my charge jump timing a bit. I've been far more consistent with first charge jump in S1. Nice, that's a really nice S1. Pretty sure that was just all slow. Pretty sure that was all just slow. Yeah, but actually not as slow as I expected. It's still pace. Well, it's PB pace. But S3 has to be faster. But it feels faster. That was slower? Huh. I don't know how that was slower. I'll try for a faster S4. No edge trick. Even though half the cart was off the track, didn't get the edge trick. Well, that last edge trick was just slow, because I'm pretty sure I smacked into the side of the track and slowed down from getting it. That's just bad. Yeah. Too slow. Landing wasn't great. I had to slow down way too much. That's like my third .3 already, wow. That's that or my fourth. Oh yeah, my goal ideally is to get a 356.5. I can get my sob down a little bit lower. Mostly S4 can go down lower. I think it has the biggest room for improvement of all of my BK, not my BKs, my BSs right now. I think that one can go down the most. And then after that it would be, I think, S2, then S1, then S3. I think S3 can go down the least of them. I do think a sub 53 S3 with 19 points is absolutely doable. Because if you manage to get 20 coins going into S3 by getting triple coin, then as long as you play a pretty decent S3, then you just get instant sub 53 with 20. And like, it doesn't even have to be really good. It just has to be it just has to be like pretty decent. I don't know, this S1 feels kind of slow. Yeah, I was right. That felt kind of slow. At least for what I've been getting. Ideally, I gain a bunch of S2 here. Or I guess I could just get the middle coin and not any other coins. Classic. Yeah, released SMT too early. That was literally the mistake. I had to release that attempt. I would have needed to release it and trick at the exact same time for that to work ideally. I mean, it works, but that's kind of slow. S4 would have to be really fast for this to work. I don't think it's going to, but we'll try. Nope, no edge trick again. That's 2 separate times I've gotten no edge trick on second edge trick in a row. I haven't hit it a single time that I've gotten to S4 this stream so far. If I fail it one more time in a row, I'm about to frickin' rewind to practice it. That no water trick there was really slow. I'm like way behind compared to where I normally am. That first edge trick was kind of scary. Honestly thought I was going off the edge. I'm just changing some settings on my TV real quick. Nope, that was just a bad line. Really bad line. ending was a little bit sloppy, but besides that, it was a good section. Nope, committed too much to going left. Can't really do attempts at the gap jump if I just can't get there and I keep failing at SMT double coin again. I think that's back-to-back point threes, wow. Not gonna work. Started my first hop too late, and that instantly killed it. No amount of slowing down was gonna save that. No, that's just two really bad edge tricks. The second edge trick was terrible, and the third one was just as terrible. That's funny. That was just as fast as the MT. And then I get a really shitty third edge trick. This S1's not very good compared to the last few I've driven. Yeah, that's actually pretty bad. Like, S2 has to be faster. Nope, that's just a guaranteed slower S2 by like a quarter second. Just getting forced out of the water like that. Nice. S1s are very good today. Okay, dude. I was holding right, but okay. So that's just slow again. Bad alignment. That's a bad edge trick. This is like a high 0.4 or low 0.5. Yeah, exactly what I called. That entire ending was just atrocious. That's ridiculously slow. We're not doing that. Oh, really, dude? Okay. Yeah, I know, I'm practicing this again. That's ridiculous. Bad alignment. Nope. If I fail gap jump one more time with bad alignment, I'm gonna have to go back into versus mode and practice it yet again. I was getting it in versus mode, like back to back to back to back to back to back to back, on with really, really, really good recoveries, and then I start streaming and I can't do it anymore. Which is the classic Arjan dilemma. In that Arjan can perform perfectly fine off-stream, but the moment she starts streaming, she can't perform anymore. For some weird reason. fine, dude. I'll just keep it going. Whatever. This run is impossible to get PB or record with, but we'll just keep going. It doesn't even make the gap cut. Because I frickin' hopped way too late for the first hop, and then insta-canceled it when I'm not supposed to insta-cancel it. Yeah, no, I'm going back to practice gap jump. Because I clearly need to practice it again, even though I was doing it perfectly fine before I started streaming. Because goddamn Arjon Dilemma can't play when I'm streaming half the time. So back to RR practice, I guess. Nice job, Flurry. I shouldn't even be having to do practice right now, to be honest. Nope, that's just bad. Because, like, I did half an hour of Rainbow Road practice before I joined, like, before I started streaming. And I was hitting everything perfectly fine and incredibly well. And then I start streaming and I stop hitting anything remotely well. It's just the classic Arjon dilemma. I can perform well whenever I'm not streaming, but the moment that I hit go live, I lose all of my ability to play. Like, that just happens like half the time I hit the go live button. It just does not make sense to me, dude. Yeah, I slowed down too much there. I never did that a single time in practice. I didn't fail that way. It's just annoying. Yeah, I landed way too far that time. That was just a bad landing. I got it, but it's just a bad landing. I guess it's back to more Rainbow Road practice on this damn gap jump. Apparently the moment I go live, I stop being able to get it. And also, I just can't freaking drive S2 with the moment I go live, despite doing it perfectly fine out off stream. Like, that's a good landing. I wish I could get that more consistently. Like, I probably barely even had to brake drift on that, if at all. Bad landing. Everything else about that was mostly fine. Yeah, I literally did not even brake drift that landing. Well, actually, no, I tapped B right when I landed, but that was the most I did. The rest of that was no slowdown. Like, I wish I could get that in a run. That'd be so good to get in a run, dude. That would just be so freaking fast. Nope, started my first hop too late, or I started the second one too late. It was one of the two, because I ended up way too far to the right. Also, hello, Veil Bloom. Okay, dude. Why? Just why? I gotta back all the way up. How did it go Monday? I didn't get to go Monday. Doctor called off sick. And that's not even what I'm annoyed about, because I'm actually pretty annoyed right now, specifically about what happened on Monday. I didn't get to go yesterday, because Doctor called off sick. That's fine, that's whatever. Shit happens, dude. Like, I can understand that. I spent time with my family after I got home from work yesterday, and OSU Wexner Medical Center decided that while I was spending time with family, not checking my phone, that was the perfect time to call me after they closed, because yes, they stopped taking phone calls after 5. They called me at 8:30 while I was out spending time with family, and they let me know that they could get me in this morning if I got back to them before about 10 o'clock yesterday. I didn't see their message until until a bit later. Like, that was annoying. Like, I was not like they called me when I was in the middle of doing other things, because I also did runs yesterday. I spent some time with family. Yeah, it was very annoying. And they contacted me right when I was not checking my phone. And so I only saw, like, I saw that they called me at 12:30 a.m. So I didn't see their call until 2.5 hours past when I was gonna need to contact them, and 4 hours after they had called me. And by that point, and so I had an opportunity to get to see the doctor this morning, but I didn't get to. And they originally rescheduled me to September 30th, but the earliest they can literally get me in is September 15th at 8 a.m. in the morning. Which is right when they open. So I'm a bit peeved. Because I was really excited to get to go frickin' start the process finally yesterday, and then that got shut down because I mean doctor's sick, it's fine. But then they pulled the other shit they pulled. And yeah, it was like if we take that out of the equation, my day's been good. It's actually been pretty good. Work was pretty relaxing. Nothing too crazy happened, but if we add that back into the equation, no, I'm not having a great day. Because that's just been bothering me all day. And it's probably not helping with me playing Rainbow Road. Like I've been trying to shake it off my head, or shake it out of my mind, but it's just, I can't get it off my mind that it's just bothering me. And I definitely think it's affecting my ability to play Rainbow Road. Yeah, again, like I get shit happens. It's just I'm not upset at the doctor calling off sick. I'm not remotely mad about that. What I'm upset about is the fact that they called me so late. If they hadn't have done that, if they had called me much earlier when I was still doing runs, I would have seen it. And I would have just gone and called them back. But they called me when I was not checking my phone. So it's just a bit annoying. Yeah, so earliest I can even get in is I have to wait an entire another month, which is also bothering me, because I had scheduled this appointment all the way back in like June or something, and now I gotta wait even longer. It was like the late June, very early July was around when I scheduled it. It was somewhere between the last week of June and the first week of July. That was pretty much right when I scheduled it. So I had waited just about a month and a half just to get told I have to wait another month. released SMT way too early. Needed to release it later and that would have worked. Yeah, honestly, this stream probably won't be anywhere near as long as I usually try to go for. Because I'll probably end up cutting stream early just because I'm already not in a great mental headspace. But I at least wanted to try and stream for a little bit today. Even if I don't end up getting anything. Come on, dude, please. I was doing it perfectly fine just now in practice, and now I'm back to not being able to do it. Why was that so slow? That doesn't make sense to me. That felt fine. Was the landing just really bad? Like, that's just surprising that that was slow. Like, to me, that felt fine. somehow that S3 was bad again.
How is that not it? What? I held right that whole time and did not drift once.
where was the slowdown there? Was that last edge trick a slowdown? How much did that lose me? That wasn't gonna work anyways. If I clip the off-road or slightly exit the water going around that turn, then it's just too wide. And it's going to fail pretty much regardless of what I do. Like, the only way that works is if I slam left. And then that just gets me a really bad angle off the water. I'm not optimistic they're gonna have more availability. I directly asked them, what is the earliest possible time you can get me in? And I was told September 15th at 8 a.m. So that is either the truth or they are lying to me. And I would like to think that they are not lying to me. So, like, the only way I get in any sooner is if like somebody ends up like canceling their appointment or something before they get to it. I'm gonna be honest, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have streamed. Just because I thought that maybe doing some time trials might help me, but I consistently forget to remind myself that I am a mindset-driven player. And if I'm in a bad headspace, that's just gonna make me play bad. And when I start playing bad in time trials, that makes me upset. And then it just becomes a downward spiral. Like it's like in this scenario at least, I'm not even upset. I'm just mildly annoyed. So like I can still drive well, but I'm like making mistakes that I don't normally make. No, you're fine, Vale. No need to apologize. I know you're trying to help. I've always had issues getting out of bad headspaces. That's just one thing I have that I've always struggled with. I honestly think it's kind of a side effect of the depression I have, because I have that and anxiety, which anybody that has both knows that having one or having both of them, if you set one off, the other gets set off, and then the other one getting set off makes the original one worse, and so anxiety depression is a downward spiral combo. Yeah, no, I know you're trying to help, Vale. You're fine. Just getting out of bad headspaces has always been a problem for me, is all. Like, the only real way I can ever get out of bad mental headspaces is just to get up and, like, walk away and go do something else. Or just go do something I want to do. Nice. I'm at least getting tons of .3 S1s, so that's at least something good that's been happening. My S1s have slowly been getting faster and more consistent. Like I think I'm on average driving just as many .3 S1s as I do .4s. Like, that's about where my consistency is right now. I landed too far to the right, otherwise that alignment would have worked. I think I'll probably cut stream in like 8 minutes. Just stream for like half the amount of time that I usually do. I just don't think I'm in the right headspace. But we'll see what happens. Was that back-to-back .3s? Pretty sure that was back-to-back .3s. I tried to get the MT and I didn't. If I'd gotten the MT, that would have been way faster. But I did not get the MT. Like, I think that would have been 0.0 bare minimum. Just did not get the MT. And ideally, I should only need to slow down, like hit B right when I land. Like ideally, I hit B right when I land. Maybe hold it for a very tiny bit after I land, and that's the most I need to slow down for gap jump. From after that, I should be able to just let go, hold A, and just drive straight through. It also needs a really good gap jump for that to be a feasible thing. I have not been getting very many good gap jumps so far this stream, I think. I've been landing on the other side, it's just my recoveries haven't been very great. Like, I haven't had a lot of attempts actively fail to make it to the other side. Dio go in the Discord VC chat. Nice. I blazed that S1. It's a badass too. I'll keep it going just for the hell of it, but yeah, it's not good. The S3 is not good. That's just a bad S3. Yeah, that's about what I expected. I actually haven't gotten second edge trick in S4 properly one single time this stream. Every time I've gotten to it, I've either not gotten the edge trick or I've gotten it and fallen off the track. I haven't managed to get it and stay on the track. But granted, I also haven't gotten to S4 like a single time on BB pace. I keep somehow driving bad S3s. Yeah, I'm doing like one more run to S2 and then I'm done. Because tonight is just not the night to be doing Rainbow Road. Hopefully, Flurry. I hope I can. I'll probably just end up venting to some of my friends about it tonight when we get in VC at, like in about 3 hours. Probably just vent to them about it, see if that helps. Hope you enjoy your evening, Flurry. Let's make the most out of this run. That water section felt slow. Yeah, that's about what I expected was going to happen once I got the MT. That was just doomed to fail the moment the MT got released. Because that MT just throws my setup off. Because it forces me to hop, or to do my first hop ever so slightly further forward than I normally do, which throws off the entire rest of my setup. Hey, I at least landed it once. Let's go. Okay, that's funny. That's really funny. To be entirely honest, I didn't think you could actually wall ride there. I didn't think that was a thing. Yeah. Alright. Oh, that is runs for today. Unfortunately, did not get anything of much note. But I at least got one run into S3 that was on pace. New BM strategy. No, Steam, I did not want to start Celeste. I know you're trying to help by starting up the trans game, but I do not want to play the trans game right now. I'm not even joking, it just automatically started up. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I do not know if I'm going to live stream tomorrow. It's really going to depend on the headspace I'm in. I'll probably try to do runs, but if I don't feel like I'm in a good headspace, then I'm just not going to do runs tomorrow. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by.